Hey, a little story about how I came to live with my granny. When I was in the third grade, my mom woke up in the middle of the night and she looked outside and she could see fire on the power line coming into the house. She got all us kids up, me and my sister. My dad, he was working that night. So she got us up and we went down the hill to my granny's house and we spent the night with her. Well, the next morning we got up, we got breakfast. Granny fixed us a really good breakfast, and we got ready for school. And Mom drove us to school. Well, by the time she got back, our house had already caught fire. It had been burning inside quite a while, inside the walls and stuff. And early that morning, the house actually physically caught on fire and burned to the ground. Well, Mom came back to school with my granny, and I remember the teacher. There was a knock on the door, and she opened the door, and I could hear my granny crying out in the hall, and I knew something was wrong. Cold chills just went over me, and the teacher called me up to the door, and Mom and Granny told me what happened. We had lost everything that we had. The only thing we had was the clothes we had on. There was nothing saved in the house at all. And so we ended up having to move in with my granny. And that started one of the best life experiences I could have. I'm looking back, I'm thankful because of the time I spent with Granny and what she taught me and how to do things and survive. She lived through the Great Depression, and that was an education that was it was just an education that you can't buy anywhere. And I'm so thankful that I had the privilege of growing up under her household. And one thing else I remember most about our house burning up, I had never tried yams, which are sweet potatoes in syrup, up until that point. It was right around Thanksgiving, and they must have had a sale on these things because the school took up donations for clothes and food, and we ended up with a whole bunch of those candied yams. And I loved them so much, I think I was the only one to eat them. But anyway, it was right around Thanksgiving, and every Thanksgiving I always have candied yams to this day. And I think about all the love that everybody showed us and support and giving us clothes and food. And, you know, I have a lot to be thankful for, and I'm truly thankful for every Thanksgiving that we get. Well, hope you enjoyed the story. It's just one of those memories I have and enjoy, and I love to tell it because it's one of the better things that ever happened to me in my life. Be strong, be safe, and enjoy life. Life's an adventure, live it.